Okay, we'll go with the game. Are you ready?
Right, yeah.
5, 4, 3.
You're on the air.
Oh, yeah, we are. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
How about that? Well, you got to hear part of the pregame setup here. Yeah,
that's right. Hey, Kevin Gerber here, along with Ernie Ober, as Ernie's going to help me out today. Travis Bomagen unable to make it this weekend to 3A regional basketball in Mountain View, Wyoming, home of the Buffaloes. So Ernie, kind of excited to watch some Lady Bobcat basketball here as they get ready to go after the Pinedale Lady Wranglers.
Yeah, this is only the second time I've seen the Thermopolis Lady Bobcats. I saw them in Lander once today, or not today, but once this season. Of course, I've seen the Bobcats a number of times.
Right,
right. We did the tournament down in Rawlins,
yes,
and the Bighorn Basin tournament. So I know the Bobcats a little bit more than the Bob Kittens.
All right.
Or the Lady Cats.
The Lady Cats, yeah.
There we go.
Yep, and Lady Cats, a little bit of a younger team. They just 2 seniors for the Lady Cats. They have 12 young ladies that are suited up here, 4 of which are freshmen, so they are young. 2 of their leading scorers are both freshmen as well, and Cameron Farrell and JC Owsley, and so good players there as well. And then Ruthie Johnson, being one of the seniors, she leads the team in rebounds, and she works really, really hard inside, and actually has done a great job these last several weeks of keeping herself out of foul trouble. So Ernie, I'm excited to see her come out and kind of continue with that too. The Lady Cats definitely have their hands full today. On paper, it looks like a tough game for the Lady Cats, as the Lady Wranglers, they average about 24 points more a game. They average about 58 a game, and our Lady Cats are averaging about 34. So tough there. And then one of the leaders in the conference in scoring, in Ellen Bowers for the Lady Wranglers, she averages just under 22 points a game, right around 5 rebounds a game. So that'll be a tough assignment for the Lady Cats. When they do go into a zone defense, it seems like they've seen more success out of that than their man-to-man. So I would imagine Coach Villa will probably have a zone defense set up for the Lady Cats in that aspect of things. But I will say, Ernie, like looking forward, we do the keys to the game presented by Edward Jones and Travis Winger. He does a great job of sponsoring us, and appreciate that. And especially to those of you listening on 101.7 KDNO, spending some time with us too here this afternoon with Bobcat and Lady Cat basketball. But some of our keys to the game is I think the Lady Cats are just going to have to come out and play fast. Seems to be that's when they see the best success. And when I say fast, I don't mean out of control or just throwing the ball around, but playing fast, under control, moving the ball. When they really have good ball movement, it seems like that's when the shots open up for them, and they're able to get better shots, better shot selection. Sometimes they've had a tendency of getting out, and then all of a sudden they kind of pass and become spectators of the game instead of participants, and that's going to be a huge role in that for them.
Well, the ball control and passing the ball is very, very important, and you can't go too fast.
Right.
As we've seen in this tournament already, a lot of fast breaks end up in turnovers because they just can't handle the ball.
Right, yeah, and that's going to be a very important for the Cats, playing a really good half-court game as well. Being patient on offense, but then also defensively making Pinedale really have to work for everything that they get. And also they're just going to have to play smart, understanding who the scorers are. I mean, they have 3 Lady Wranglers that average double digit, and so they're going to have to understand where those scorers are. Have to make someone else become the scorer, and a lot of teams are going to would love to do that, but scores are scores, so you can't come out with the idea of, hey, we're not going to let them score, but it's maybe coming out with the idea of, hey, let's cut them, cut the average into half and do those sorts of things, because that's what's going to give us the best chance to win.
Yeah, that's a great point. And the other challenge that the Lady Cats have is that they are undersized compared to the Pinedale Lady Wranglers. Pinedale, well, they come there on the Wind River Mountains, and I think they got some trees out of the forest, because they've got some tall young ladies on that team.
Yes, they do, and apparently the hot springs of Thermopolis just keeps us warm and nice and tidy. But
warm and bubbly.
That's right. That's right. And but yeah, I'm excited to see how the 2 young ladies, the freshmen, being their first regionals, see how they respond. sometimes a game feels big, and then sometimes you'll see, a good athlete responds really, really well and shines in those moments. And so I'm excited to see how Cameron Farrell and JC Owsley, step up as well as players. And then JC Bassey and Ruth Ann Johnson being the seniors, just being good senior leaders out there as well. Dazzlin Hunt, she's played a lot of varsity basketball as well, and so it'll be good to see her out there, and she kind of drives the hustle out of the team. She really runs up and down the court really well, and so it'll be good to see all these ladies out there. Austin Slagle looks like she's up and ready to go as well for the Lady Cats. Ina King, she comes in and gives good minutes. Good athlete as well, so she'll give good minutes to the Lady Cats as well. So I think with that, I mean, like you said, defensively they're going to have to just understand, outmanned a little bit size-wise, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. You just have to find the weaknesses in that and, make the best of it that way.
Well, this is a tournament game, too. So, there's a lot more at stake than regular season. You've done all you can to get here. Now that you're here, you have to play well. And right. I'm sure that's what the coaching staff is imparting on the Lady Cats right now. Don't be intimidated by the stats of the other team. And we have seen that time and time again. Someone who's supposed to win on paper doesn't perform on the court, and they get upset. And that's kind of what we're looking at here. If the Cats can play a good game, they'll be competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, that's why we love sports so much, right? Because if we just went off of what was written on paper, then there wouldn't be a reason to play the game. And the game comes out, and you just never know what might happen or what things come into play. Gets a couple girls into foul trouble or something like that, or shots just really start falling, and some amazing things happen too. And I think the Lady Cats are up for it. Coach Villa, he's been coaching for a lot of years. He's coached, he coached with the Worland Warriors for a long time, and he has a great expectation of what tournament games look like and the feel for it. So he's going to bring some experience that way that he can help his girls out that way too. A good crowd from Thermopolis has made it, and so should be a good cheering section for them as well. Pinedale being one of the 3 teams on this side of the South Pass that didn't have that challenge of getting over here, so it'll be interesting to see how they do. So I'm excited to see how they done. I haven't seen the Lady Wranglers play this year, so excited to see how they play, and then excited to see how the Lady Cats step up as well.
Well, we had a great game earlier that you were here to see. It was Worland Lady Warriors and the Lyman Lady Eagles, and that went down to the last few seconds of the game, and Lyman ended up with a 1-point win. So you never know. Lyman was a pretty good team this year, but Worland put it all together, and that's what the Lady Cats need to do. Just put it all together right now.
Absolutely, and I think it's very possible. They have some young ladies that I think can put some games together and do really well. So we want to also thank Gotchi for sponsoring our pregame show. What a great facility. Not only do they do the physical and occupational therapy, but they also have an amazing gym downstairs that's ran by Portia Ramsey, and she's one of our the champion strong woman competition competitors, and she's done a great job through that. And then also a great bistro up there too. So thanks to Gotchi for sponsoring our pregame show as well. And Ernie, how about we take a quick break, and then we can come back with the Sutherland starting lineups right after this.
I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Glow Cadillac, coupe bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Hey there! How's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on, and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses, and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub.
Want access to local news, sports, events? WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis. Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back after a really nice national anthem there by one of the young ladies from the Mountain View High School. She did a great job, Ernie. I always like getting a game started that way. It's always I love seeing the talent of the girls and how they sing. Oh, not just the girls, but anybody that comes out and sings. It's always a nice way to start.
Well, Sean and I were here early because we had the early game with Lander today, and they had 2 different sets of singers come out and perform the national anthem to get ready and to hear everything. And it was nice. So this is like the 4th time I've heard it today.
Nice. Well, I think that's always a good way to start out for sure. And so as we do that, we'll get started with the Sutherland starting lineups here as they announce the Thermopolis starters, and then we'll go ahead and get that going here. For the Pinedale Lady Wranglers, number 1, Sarah Kernard, number 11, Mandy Mahanovich, number 22, Tori Anderson, number 23, Ellen Bowers, and she's the one that's averaging 22 points a game, and then number 31 is Halen Sandner. And then for the Bobcats, you have number 2, Dazzlin Hunt, number 3, J.C. Bassey, number 5, Cameron Farrell, number 10, J.C. Owsley, and number 23, Ruth Ann Johnson. And that's your Sutherland starting lineups for the game tonight.
Well, we're just about ready to go, Kevin, and with the broadcast, the play-by-play, the voice of the Thermopolis Bobcats, Kevin Gerber.
I appreciate it. It looks like Halen Sandner and Ina King are going to go up for the jump, so I apologize there that Ina King and Cadence Bowman are going to start in place of Cameron Farrell and J.C. Owsley, so I apologize there. A couple different starters here for Coach Villa that haven't started normally. So Ina King and Cadence Bowman. And as the Lady Cats run a weave up at the top, Ruth Ann Johnson with it. She'll pass it over to J.C. Bassey, who loses her glasses. And the steal comes by way of Ellen Bowers. And she'll pass it over to Sarah Kennard. And back to her up at the top of the key. She's going to get it into the hands of Bowers. Bowers looking to pass across court to Anderson. Anderson then gets it back, gives it to Bowers. It's like the Lady Cats running a 3-2 zone defense here. And long shot there by Bowers up, no good. Ina King runs down the rebound, gets it into Dazzlin Hunt's hand. So Dazzlin will bring the ball up for Lady Cats, set up the offense here.
They were in good shape for that rebound too, good positioning.
Right, did a great job. And Ina, like I said, good athlete. She runs, chase that ball down. Ruth Ann Johnson will pass it over to Ina King at the top of the key. And Ruth Ann Johnson now comes set a screen for Dazzlin Hunt. She'll get through there. Good pass into J.C. Bassey as she cuts in. J.C. Bassey goes in. And again, not the tallest player on the team, but she fights in there. And Bowers ends up blocking it, and she'll come away with the ball here as she sets up the offense for Lady Wranglers. Left wide open is number 22, Tori Anderson, and she knocks down the three. So a quick lead there for Lady Wranglers, 3-0, 6:25 left here in the first quarter. And Cadence Bowman tries to pass it in the middle to Ruth Ann Johnson. It's going to be stolen away by Mandy Majanovic. Majanovic passes it. Now shot from the corner by Kennard, and shot is no good. Ruth Ann Johnson comes down with it. Dazzlin Hunt's going to push the pace a little bit here. She's going to stop at the top of the key. Passes it over to Ruth Ann Johnson. Handoff to Ina King. She's going to do a little spin move. Jump shot by Ina. Shot is up short and no good. And Bowers will chase the ball down. She'll get it. Tries to pass it up ahead to Sadner, and good defense there by Ruth Ann Johnson as she knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Johnson made that perfect move right on the ball. Otherwise, it might have been an easy two.
Right. And she's a cross-country runner, but she showed maybe volleyball skills in there too on that. As J.C. Bassey ends up getting the ball and gets knocked away from her, and Bowers is going to get it. She's going to pass it up ahead, and Ruth Ann Johnson again with a good steal there. So good defense there by Ruth Ann Johnson.
Well, they get their hands up in the air, and when the ball comes close to them, they're able to grab it.
Yeah, absolutely. Cadence Bowman now with the ball over the top of the head. Gets it into Ina King. Looks like there's going to be a reach-in foul there by Sarah Kennard.
She was just trying to get the ball back, but got a little bit too close.
Right, and Ina King with strong hands there, able to hold on to the ball as well.
5:27 to go here, first period. It's 3-0 Pinedale over the Lady Cats.
Right, Ruth Ann Johnson will take it out of bounds, set to pass it in. She'll get it into Dazzlin Hunt. Little underhand shuttle pass there back to Ruth Ann Johnson. Back to the corner, and looks like they're going to stay here on this near side. Back and forth as they go. Oh, it looks like as they were falling, number 11, Mandy Majanovic, falls, and looks like Ruth Ann will draw the foul there. So second team foul there, her first foul on Mandy.
Not a shooting foul, so the Lady Cats have it underneath the Pinedale Lady Wranglers basket.
Right. Let's see. Cadence Bowman has it. She'll pass it in to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann pass it back out to Bowman. Bowman will shoot it from deep. Oh, right off the front of the rim. Shot is up, no good. Good defense by Dazzlin Hunt. Trying to pass the ball there from Tori Anderson. Excuse me. Bowers will have the ball now, and she'll pass it over to Kennard. Kennard unable to make it. Ina King going to come up with the rebound again. So Lady Cats doing a good job on the boards right now. Tough pass from Ina to Dazzlin, but no harm, no foul there.
Sorry, Kevin. The Wranglers running a nice little split between a man-for-man and a zone.
Right.
And they're now back in the zone.
Now Ina King gets the ball stolen away there by Kennard. Kennard's going to drive it up. Oh, around the back. And it looks like as she was going around the back, she's going to get a blocking foul called on Ina King.
Ina stepped on her foot.
Yep. It was a good move there by Kennard, too. She's going to go around the back. And J.C. Owsley comes in for J.C. Bassey, so freshman coming in. And again, apologize on the starting lineups. I didn't give due justice to Cadence Bowman and Ina King. So J.C. Owsley coming in now. Looks like they're playing a little 2-3 zone on this out-of-bounds play. Pass goes up to Kennard at the top of the key from Bowers over to Mandy Majanovic. And passes back up to Kennard up at the top. And Gabby Rogers now has the ball. She'll pass it back over to Kennard. Shot by Bowers. Bowers' shot is up and good. So another three shows a 6-0 lead for the Lady Wranglers over the Lady Bobcats halfway through the first quarter. Pass to Ruth Ann Johnson through her hand. She's going to pass it to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin drive to the elbow. Good bounce pass to Ina King. Ina unable to hang on to the pass and squirts out of bounds.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit low, and Ina reached out for it, and it went right behind her before she could react. 3:57 to go, first period. It's Pinedale 6, Thermopolis Lady Cats 0.
All right, Austin Slagle comes in for the first time for the Lady Cats. She'll come in for Ina King. Lady Cats wearing their black uniforms today, and Lady Wranglers wearing their whites. Good defense there by Cadence Bowman as she tries to trap her in the corner. The ball comes over to Rogers. Rogers and Bowers playing catch over at the top of the key here. Passes the baseline to Kennard. Kennard now find Bowers right in the middle of the lane, wide open. Shot is up and good for Bowers. 5 points for her. So 8-0 lead, 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. JC Owsley with the ball. She's going to lose it to Bowers. Bowers is going to bring the ball up. Oh, nice move by Bowers. Crossover up and good. So,
well, I'll tell you what, she's got all the moves in the world.
Yes.
And knows how to. That one was right off the glass.
Yep, seven points already for her here in the quarter. Dazzlin Hunt's going to spot up for a 3. Shot is up. No good. No one touched it, out of bounds, so it'll be Lady Wranglers basketball here.
Well, the Lady Cats have got to get something going here, and of course Coach Villa just called the timeout to try to stop the bleeding.
That's right. So we're going to take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back after this.
Is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
All right, and welcome back to Lady Bobcat basketball. 3:05 left here in the first quarter. Lady Cats trailing the Lady Wranglers 10-0. We were just talking during the break that it's not that the Lady Cats have had bad looks at the hoop, just haven't been able to make one yet and get off that 0 mark.
Yeah, that's important. As soon as you break that scoring streak, then things open up for you.
Yeah, it sure seems to. Lady Wranglers will come out with the ball after the timeout, and Kennard's going to set up an offense here. It goes to Bowers. Bowers now looks tough defense there. Could have been a travel or a foul called there, but they just let it go. Kennard with the ball again. Tough defense here by JC Owsley up at the top of the key. Back to Kennard. Now she's going to get trapped by Dazzlin and Ruth Ann. They're going to call a blocking foul on Dazzlin Hunt, and that'll be her first foul.
You know, the officiating here throughout the tournament so far has been pretty good. We've had one game where they let them play totally, and they're letting they're controlling it in a little bit better here.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of let them play a little bit till it maybe gets a little more than that. So Lady Wranglers have it again. Again, just 2 team fouls by each team. Kennard with a 3 again. So having a good chance. It had a few open shots for Kennard, unable to make them. And Ruth Ann Johnson jumps high for the ball, and bodies flying as Ruth Ann Johnson and Kennard both go for it, fall to the ground, and ball will go off of Kennard. So Lady Cats will have the ball.
Yeah, Coach Villa that time was very adamant about where that ball should go.
Right.
He was out there before the official. Let's go this way.
Yeah, he is a very quiet coach, but he's a very active coach. So JC Owsley with the ball, pass up to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann will pass it to JC Owsley into good move there by Austin Slagle. Is a good entry pass from JC Owsley, and I think that's just what we were talking about there is Ernie is having the Bobcats move the ball fast but not be in a hurry, and Austin Slagle now with an opportunity to score, get the Lady Cats on the scoreboard with 2 shots.
Yeah, that's important. When you get your focus right, well, there's the hit off the front of the rim.
Right.
So now I notice she's wearing a mask.
She is, and she's had to wear that all season long. I think she had something with her, broke her nose early before the season started, and so, but has had to wear that to protect it. So both free throws, unfortunately, did not get the lid off the hoop, and so still scoreless for Lady Cats. 2 minutes left. Bowers is going to drive in. Good move there. Looks like she's going to draw the foul as well. Shot is no good, and that foul will be called on 24 Cadence Bowman. That'll be her first, team's third. And looks like with exactly 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, Lady Cats still trailing 10-0 to the Lady Wranglers. Bowers' first free throw is up and good.
Yeah, the Lady Cats need to get on the board. As soon as they do that, I think things will open up a little for them. Right now, they're playing a little tentative.
They are. It's almost kind of like, I don't want to make a mistake and cause anything to happen as bad. And the second free throw there is made by Ellen Bowers as well. She has 9 points, 9 of their 12 points in this first quarter. Ruth Ann Johnson with it. She's going to shoot a 3 off to the right. Shot is up, no good. JC Owsley gets the rebound, tries to shoot it up, gets blocked by Aylin Sandner, and she'll get the ball back after that good defensive play, but unable to finish. JC Owsley's going to get it. Oh, good. He tries to get a long pass, and Ellen Bowers is going to steal it as she tried to pass it up to JC Bassey.
Yeah, that was just not strong enough on the pass. Otherwise, the Cats would have been in great shape.
Yeah, I'm sure would have. And Kennard goes up for a shot again. I'm able to make it. Hannah Hill into the game for the first time. She's able to bring down the rebound. JC Owsley going to drive in hard into the key. Passes it back out. Now JC Owsley has it after Hannah Hill tried to drive in baseline. JC passed it into Austin Slagle. Austin gets it into the key, sets back up. Ruth Ann Johnson with a good 10-foot jumper. Shot is up, no good. Good offensive rebound by Hannah Hill. 3 by JC Owsley. Doesn't draw anything and goes out of bounds, so it'll be under a minute left here. Lady Cats trailing 12-0.
Well, I'll tell you what, that last one was an air ball, but if she had moved it just 2 degrees to the left, you know, it might have been there.
Yeah, from our perch up here, it looked good. I was going to get excited for a second and pass here over to Kennard. Kennard has it at the top of the key. She's going to pass it across the court to Gabby Rogers. Back and forth they go. Ellen Bowers left wide open, and she's going to knock down a 3 and get an and one also.
Well, I tell you what, you know, that's tough when you're trying to defend on the corner and they go up for the shot and you come down and hit them with the body. Then that's, you know, here's a 4-point play.
I know, yeah, and she, Ellen already has 12 in the game, 12 of their 15 points, 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Chance to add to it. She does miss the free throw. Seems to be about the only thing she has missed is she misses that. Ruth Ann Johnson goes up for the rebound and gets knocked out of bounds. Now the Lady Wranglers going to put some pressure on the Lady Cats.
Well, you know, the Lady Cats need to come down and score now. We need to get into that second quarter with some points on the board.
Yeah, they sure do. Dazzlin Hunt going to bring it up. Avoids the trouble, throws a hard pass to Ruth Ann Johnson. Good pass there. And, unfortunately gets a good pass into Austin Slagle. Austin not able to make it, and ball comes to Gabby Rogers. So, again, just struggling to get the bucket. Shot is up and is good there by Tori Anderson. So she knocks down another 3 as well. So all 18 points by the Lady Wranglers scored by the 2 players. Dazzlin Hunt with the ball here. Gets Ruth Ann Johnson cutting across, and she's going to draw the foul.
Well, here's a chance for some points now at the free throw line.
It's like that foul.
No, that's not. It's only a 4th team foul. Yeah. So they've got 5 seconds, Kevin, to get it in and then get it in the hoop.
Yeah, 5.5 seconds. Good to see him score here. Then Johnson's going to pass it out. Dazzlin Hunt with a deep 3 off the glass. Shot is up, no good. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Shows, as we get ready for the second quarter now, shows Lady Cats with 0, Lady Wranglers with 18. And we'll be right back for the second quarter after this.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle wider, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
And we are back for Lady Bobcat basketball here on 101.7 KDNO. Kevin Gerber and Ernie Over here for some Lady Bobcat basketball. And Ernie, I appreciate you spending some time with me this afternoon as we're watching some Lady Cat basketball. I know you've called a lot of games for Lander and a few for the Bobcats, I know, earlier in the year, so appreciate you spending some time with me today.
Yeah, it's great, Kevin. Our first time together.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. We spent maybe a quarter or two when they were testing us out to see how we would do early in the season.
Yeah, that was at the Powell tournament.
That's right. That's right.
Get a nice turnover that time.
That's
Lady
right.
Cat defense.
Yeah, Bowers has the ball and she loses it, and so JC Bassey ends up with it. Dazzlin Hunt here dribbling on the far side with her left hand. getting tough defense there by the Lady Wranglers. J.C. Bassey will pass it over to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman will pass it to Ruth Ann Johnson. And ball gets stolen away there.
Well, that's again those passing. You've got to have real crisp passing. If you don't pass it crisply, the other team will just reach in there and take it away from you.
Absolutely. As the Lady Wranglers do a little give and go here, looks like it's going to go out of bounds off the Lady Wranglers. And, to be honest, I'm not sure where Cameron Farrell is. She's played a lot of basketball for the Lady Cats, and she hasn't been in. And I can honestly say I wasn't sure if I saw her warming up, so I'm not sure if she's sick or not. So J.C. Bassey with the ball now. She's going to drive in. Good pass to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann Johnson goes up for the shot and unable to make it, but she is going to get to go to the line here, start of the second quarter.
Okay, so that will be the fifth team foul on the Lady Wranglers. The Lady Cats have 4 team fouls. 6:56 to go until halftime. We are still scoreless for the Lady Cats, but let's see what happens here.
Ruth Ann Johnson, one of the better free throw shooters for Lady Cats, and unfortunately, first free throw does go off the front of the rim. And Maggie Landon will check in for the first time for the Lady Cats today.
You know that, Kevin, that first free throw sometimes always hits the front of the rim.
Right.
Until you get the range.
Get the range, that's right. And Ruth Ann Johnson's second free throw goes off the back of the rim. So next chance, she'll get it right in the middle. So Bowers comes down with the rebound. She'll pass over to Rogers, and then Kennard's going to drive baseline to Dazzlin Hunt, playing tough defense on her. Is going to get called for her second foul here.
Yeah, that was right along the baseline as she was trying to, scoot him out of the lane and got called for the foul.
Right, and Kennard not scoring yet, but man, she's definitely caused some havoc for Lady Cats. Good inbounds pass there, blocked there by Dazzlin Hunt on Alexis White as she goes up for a rebound.
Yeah, and we have a Lady Cat tackled here on the side going down the floor. It'll stay. No foul on the play, but Cats will have the ball.
Right. So it looks like Ellen Bowers has 2 fouls for the Lady Wranglers now, 16 fouls on the Wranglers. Austin Slagle drive baseline, pass it out to J.C. Bassey. Shot is up, no good for the Lady Cats here as well. And Rogers comes down with the rebound. She'll get it into Bowers' hands. Bowers is going to call out a play here at the top of the key. Has Ruth Ann Johnson guarding her. Is there in a man-to-man defense. Goes over to Rogers. Rogers to Kennard. She's going to pass it back out to the top here to Alexis White. And then drive in by Bowers. She drives in. Great drive in. Shot up with her left hand. Unable to make it. Austin Slagle comes down with the rebound. So same score under 6 minutes here. 18-0 for the Lady Wranglers over the top of Lady Cats. Dazzlin Hunt calling out an offense. Looks like they're going to run a 1-4 high here. Dazzlin Hunt dribbles to the left-hand side. Tries to pass it out. Bowers steals it as Maggie Landon was looking to get the ball. Bowers' shot is going to be up and is good. And she's going to have an and-one opportunity as the foul was on number 4, Maggie Landon. That'll be her first foul, team 6th.
And again, that's you've got to have crisp passing, and that one was just intercepted. The passing wasn't crisp enough, and so I hope Coach Villa will reinforce that the next time out. Make sure those passes are crisp.
Yeah, and I think Coach Bowers probably had seen that play also, and the Lady Cats run it a lot and knew what to look for. So Bowers completes the three-point play on that, the old-fashioned three-point play. 15 points for her in this game.
Scoreboard is wrong. They should have 21. There they go. Yeah. They're having problems with the scoreboard here.
Right, we got kind of excited there for a second. I thought they were going to give us a point.
Yeah.
But 21-0 Lady Wranglers over the Lady Cats. 5:28 left here in the first half as Bowers will bring it down for the Lady Wranglers. Set a double screen for her at the top of the key. J.C. Bassey playing tough defense on her. Kennard will pass it up to the top of the key to Sadner. And then a drive baseline there by Majanovic. And then Kennard will drive in, really wanting to score. Man, it takes a big hit from Lady Cats, and she'll go to the line. Looks like that foul will be on Dazzlin Hunt. So that'll be her third foul.
Yeah, that could have gone either way, I thought. It was, she really charged into that lane.
She did. There were 3 Lady Cats waiting, but definitely aggressive.
She hit the wall.
Yep, and Kennard's free throw off the front of the rim. So Ruth Ann Johnson and Cadence Bowman will both check in for Dazzlin Hunt and Maggie Landon. And second shot here for Kennard is up and is good. So Kennard gets on the board for the first time.
You know, Pinedale is still putting on that full court pressure too, Kevin.
Yeah, they are, and Bowers is going to get a steal as J.C. Owsley kind of throws it right to her. And shot is up and good there by Bowers. So 17 points here for Bowers. And looks like Coach V is going to take a quick timeout. We'll do the same. Be back right after this.
7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m.
Hey.
All right, and we're back here for Lady Bobcat basketball, 101.7. Kevin Gerber and Ernie Over for Lady Bobcat basketball. Again, same thing here. Lady Wranglers putting on some full court defense on Lady Cats. Ruth Ann Johnson with the ball here. She'll get it into J.C. Owsley's hand. J.C. Owsley's going to command some offense here. Pass it over to J.C. Bassey. J.C. Bassey looking inside for Ina King. Ruth Ann Johnson gets it at the top of the key. J.C. Owsley going to drive in. Little 10-foot jumper up, no good. Hits off the backboard, and Bowers will have the ball. She'll pass it up to Kennard, and Kennard goes in for a nice layup there, and a bucket for her as a nice pass from Bowers across court.
Yeah, that was a great assist. She hit him and running and just laid it right up at him.
Yeah, no, caught her right in stride. J.C. Owsley and Ruth Ann Johnson kind of playing catch back and forth. J.C. Owsley finally, there we go, and J.C. Owsley gets us on the board, so our first buckets. So 26-3, 4 minutes left here in the first half. Kennard will bring it up for Lady Wranglers. Bowers is going to shoot a three of her own. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Mandy Majanovic, though, and as she goes up for the shot, looks like she's going to get fouled.
Yeah, she ended up on the floor that time. Is a good foul, trying to stop the basket, but now we go to the line for free throws. We're in the one and bonus.
Right, and Ruth Ann Johnson picks up her first foul, so Mandy Majanovic is going to have a chance at a free throw here. Looks like they were called it on the shot, so she's going to get a chance at two free throws.
She's
first one is up
two.
and no good. Yeah.
You never know under the basket, you know, if it's going to be on the floor or, yeah. We're at 3:53 to go here until halftime.
And second free throw is up and is good, so onto the board is Mandy. 27-3, 3:52 left here in the first half. Ruth Ann Johnson with the ball. Says two Lady Wranglers coming back, and they're going to get an over and back called on the Lady Cats. Not real sure what happened there.
Yeah, neither am I. I didn't see that, but apparently the official did.
Yeah. Usually I know your whole body has to go across, and I thought she straddled it, and the ball she zigzagged the ball back and forth, but anyways, ball goes to the Lady Wranglers. And J.C. Owsley is going to get called for a foul out at the top of the key as she fouls Tori Anderson. Tori Anderson going to go to the line to shoot a one-on-one.
Yeah, Owsley and Anderson both ended up on the floor on that little collision.
Right. So Anderson going to get a chance to go on the board here. Front end of the one-on-one is up and is no good. Ina King is going to chase the rebound down. She's going to get the ball into J.C. Owsley's hands. And again, Wranglers still putting on some pressure here. Ruth Ann Johnson's going to pull it for a three at the top of the key off the back of the rim. No good. Kennard comes down with the rebound. She's going to drive in, jump pass, and good defense there by Ruth Ann Johnson as Haley Sandner tries to go up for the shot, and Ruth Ann Johnson gets the shot. J.C. Owsley gets the ball stolen from her by Kennard. Pass the ball back out to Mandy. And Kennard's going to get it. She's going to set up the offense. She's going to drive 15-foot jump shot up and is good.
Yeah, that's a situation where you have to be aware of where you are and where your opponent is all the time. And Owsley just wasn't thinking there was going to be anybody there and got her pocket picked.
And right now, a little jump pass there by Ruth Ann Johnson. She goes down to the ground again as well. So Lady Cats finding themselves hitting the ground a lot. Charlie Slagle, sister to Austin, is going to come in for the first time. She's a freshman as well. She's going to come in for Ina King. So Lady Cats are really going to have to work at, keeping their heads up and working through this because it's tough. 29-3, they're down right now to the Lady Wranglers. And Lady Cats are in a 2-3 zone here, so Lady Wranglers are passing around up the top of the key, get it into Bowers' hands. Bowers looking to Rogers as she cuts baseline. Again, passing around back up top. Anderson has the ball here. Get it into Manny Majanovic. So they're doing a good job of just ball movement here. Good patience by the Lady Cats too, really hustling around, playing good defense. And then Ruth Ann Johnson's going to get a frustration foul there, kind of trying to do something.
Yeah, just reached in and got all the body. So back to the free throw line. It'll be the double bonus now, 10 fouls on the Lady Cats.
Right, so Manny Majanovic is going to go up have the opportunity for the 2 free throws. Just 2:19 left here in the first half. First free throw is up and is no good, so 1 of 3 so far for Mandy. And then Ruth Ann Johnson's going to come out after she picked up that second foul. Ina King in for her.
Yeah, she got a little bit of a break there.
Yep. And second free throw is up and is good. So 50% there for Mandy from the free throw line. Lady Cats still 30-3 now in the game here. Cadence Bowman with it's going to come up fast on the sideline. Charlie Slagle gets one dribble in, shoots the ball up. Ball goes off of Rogers' legs and out of bounds. So Lady Cats will keep the ball under their hoop.
Good break for the Cats. She just tried a little bit too hard on that rebound. And it just bounced right off for and out of bounds.
Yeah, and it was a good aggressive move by Charlie Slagle too for Lady Cats to take a dribble in and shoot it. Run a screenplay here. Cadence Bowman trying to get it to JC Owsley. She has it now at the top of the key. Pass it into Charlie Slagle. One dribble, turn, and shoot. Good shot. Gets her offensive board shot up. No good. And then looks like Rogers is going to knock the ball out of bounds again.
Boy, how many of those have we seen, Kevin?
Oh, man. Just,
blank shot right there, right underneath the basket.
It's been off the front of the rim, off the back of the rim. We just need to get one to maybe use the backboard and drop one in for him. So Cadence Bowman's going to pass it in to Charlie. She's going to dribble baseline pass, try to pass it out to JC Owsley. JC Owsley saves it into Charlie Slagle. Back in the corner here. Good defense there by the Lady Wranglers as they just keep getting their hands on every pass. And now it looks like there's going to be a jump ball, and JC Owsley's showing a little bit of her just kind of I'm over it thing right now.
Yeah, well, the Cats need to pass the ball a little bit more. Right. That time Owsley just got caught and trapped, and there was nowhere for her to go.
Right, and Pinedale showing why they're such a good team here. Just aggressive play for them on defense. Charlie Slagle with it in the corner, passes it out to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman's going to drive and again get into that trap spot, and looks like they're going to call that on Bowers.
Yeah, this time she draws the foul, so that's good.
Yeah, and it looks like that might be her third foul, 7th team foul, so that'll send Cadence Bowman to the free throw line. So Cadence Bowman going to have an opportunity for a one-on-one as well. Cats 0 for 4 right now from the free throw line. 1:27 left in the first half. Lady Cats trailing 32-3. Shot is up off the front of the rim. Ina King hustles for the rebound. She'll pass it out to JC Owsley. And
great rebound.
Yeah, it really was. And whoa, way deep. Cadence Bowman from way far out. Shoots the ball up. Maybe just barely draws iron enough, but it goes out of bounds, and Rogers lets that one go out. Didn't want to risk that one going off her legs again.
Yeah, King on that last rebound had to fight 2 other Lady Wranglers for it.
It was a great rebound. Kennard with it. She passed over to Rogers, back up to Kennard. Now she passes over to Manny Majanovic. And they're going to run their zone offense here. Kennard left wide open again. 3 is up and good. She's had an opportunity at a number of those and finally sees one, falls down. 8 points for her in this second quarter. Charlie Slagle standing waiting for the ball. Looks like they're going to get a foul called. And that's going to go against Rogers. That'll be her second foul. So Charlie Slagle will find herself to the free throw line to shoot a chance at a one-on-one as well.
Yeah, Pinedale's so used to being on their end of the floor. All the girls ran down there, right. But says, no, the free throw's on the other end, ladies.
That's right. So 49.5 seconds left here. Charlie Slagle, like to see her give us a free throw here. Shot is up and good by Charlie Slagle. So she'll get an opportunity a second. Up to that point, Lady Cats were 0 of 5 from the free throw line, so good to see one drop for the Lady Cats. And Charlie's second free throw is up and draws no iron and will go out of bounds.
Yeah, those are really embarrassing, you know.
I know. My heart always goes out to him because you know that's.
Yeah, you have an air ball on a free throw. Yeah.
Well, and it's something Coach Villa practices a lot, and that probably doesn't happen in practice. Shot is up and no good. JC Bassey goes up for the rebound, and then kind of the same thing. Ball goes off of her and goes out of bounds. So Lady Wranglers will take the ball out of bounds under their hoop. Kennard with it. She's going to pass it into Manny Majanovic. She'll pass it over to Anderson. Ends up with the ball again. Kennard's going to pull up from 15 foot. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by Ina King. She'll pass it up to JC Bassey. JC Bassey with a one-on-one opportunity here. She's going to drive all the way in. Shot is up. No good. And Alexis White comes down with the rebound. Kennard with a long pass up ahead to Halen Sandner. And shot is up and good. And that's Halen's first shots. Or score on there. Cadence Bowman going to drive in. She's going to pass it to Charlie Slagle at the high post over to JC Bassey. JC Bassey, quick shot up. No good. Ina King gets a rebound. She tries, very aware of the time, tries to shoot it up. And at the end of the half here, Lady Cats 4, Lady Wranglers 35. And we'll be back with the Hot Springs Health halftime show right after this.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
All right, and we're back here with Hot Springs Health halftime show. And Ernie, unfortunately, not a lot of great things that we have to talk about for the Lady Cats. Down 35-4 at halftime. A tough game here. Missing one of their better players as well, and Cameron Farrell not able to be on the trip and not playing for the Lady Cats. So maybe already started out feeling like they're behind the eight ball a little bit with one of their top players out for the game as well. And so, again, when we go back and kind of look at the things that we talked about as keys to the game of playing fast, they did some great things at the beginning and really had great looks at it. Shot the ball, just nothing would fall in the first quarter, and it took them a long time to get any bucket to go in. But it wasn't that they weren't getting shots up. They weren't turning the ball over necessarily. They just weren't getting anything to fall for them, and really difficult for them. So they were, I think, doing the things Coach Villa wanted them to do, other than the ball just wouldn't go through the hoop.
Yeah, they were in the paint a lot and had a lot of shots underneath the basket, but they just couldn't get it to drop. Now, Kevin, you've been a coach. I don't know if you've ever been in this situation before, but what would you tell the girls at halftime?
This is one where, you really have to talk to them about, because, it's going to be frustrating going into the locker room. You have two seniors that, of course, want to see a different, outcome of a game here and everything. And so you really have to talk about playing for some pride here as well. You can't see the game as it already being over. They have a big, deficit to climb out of. They're down 31 points, and, but you have to look at it as, hey, let's win every possession. So to me, there were a few games, Coach, for sure that, we would go in with a deficit at halftime that seemed insurmountable, and we just talked about, hey, we're down, you're down 31. Let's try to cut the lead in half. Let's try to see if we can get it down to 15 and see what happens, and then give ourselves a chance. Or, many victories too. Like, hey, let's win the third quarter, Like, maybe it doesn't necessarily mean you end up with a win at the end of the game, but like I said, it's a young team, and there's still some things to learn from this. Those younger players especially saying, okay, I know what that felt like. I don't want to do that again.
Right.
And so, they're going to have to come out with their heads held up. They have to come out with a lot of energy, because if you come out and you hang your head, I think the Lady Wranglers are just going to keep putting it to them.
They're just going to keep going. So, okay, let's go out. It's 0-0.
Yep.
Let's win the third quarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. And I think that's huge. And I've seen the Lady Cats do that. They played Mountain View at home earlier this year, and they actually had a really really tough first quarter, and then they actually ended up winning the next three quarters. They just were down enough in the first quarter that they weren't able to make up the deficit. But I've seen these Lady Cats do that. So not to say that that they're out of the game by any means, but
well, let's get you some water right here. I'm gonna. It's 4:28 to go here until halftime. It's the Pinedale Lady Wranglers 35 and the Lady Cats from Thermopolis 4. And I don't know if you heard today, Kevin, but there were a number of Sasquatch sightings in Fremont County today. I was going to say, when the Thermop bus came through, they should have picked him up and put a uniform on him,
Absolutely.
But I'm not sure what happened to all those Bigfoot sightings, but there was a bunch of them this morning in Fremont County. So that'll give us something to talk about on the way home. But, this is just the first game of the tournament. Right. You've got one more at least to play, and now come out in the third quarter and pretend like it's 0-0 and do, what Coach Vio would want you to do. Set the offense. Don't panic. You're down a lot. Don't look at the scoreboard. Right. Just play your game and try to get the ball in the hoop.
Right, and just to not play frustrated. I think, we saw a few of those frustration plays by the Lady Cats there at the end, as they try to reach in or go after the ball a little harder, things like that. So,
yeah, you don't want any silly fouls.
No.
You don't want to get yourself in foul trouble, and just play your game, get out there and do your best. There's a lot of folks who've made the trip here rooting for you, so let's give them something to cheer about.
Yes, absolutely, and that's exactly right. So, again, just I apologize again. I've been fighting a little bit of I lost my voice almost last weekend, so those that were listening on 101.7 KDNO last week, you saw me battle through it a little bit and still kind of struggling with that, but I have some hot drink and water and some cough drops to hopefully help through that. So also, we have some great sponsors, and One Eye Buffalo does a great job of keeping stats for us and sponsoring us. And so at the half for the Lady Cats, not a lot to report on. Had the three-pointer by J.C. Owsley, and then Charlie Slagle went 1 of 2 from the three-point line. So two freshmen scoring the 4 points for the Lady Cats. Dazzlin Hunt does have 3 fouls. Ruth Ann and Cadence Bowman both have 2 fouls. And then Maggie, J.C. Owsley, and Ina King each with a single foul for the Lady Wranglers. 8 points for Sarah Kennard. Once she got on the board in the second quarter, she got pretty hot there, and she scored 8 points for them. Mandy Majanovic went 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 2 points. Tori Anderson ended up with those 2 threes in the first quarter with 6 total points. Halen Sadner, she gets a fast break layup for 2 points. And then Ellen Bowers, again, averaging just under 22 points a game already with 17 in this game. Ellen Bowers really the only one in any foul trouble for the Lady Wranglers. She does have 3. Gabby Rogers with 2, and then Sarah Kennard, Manny Majanovic, and Alexis White each with a single. So that will be the stats at the half by One Night Buffalo. I want to appreciate them. We're going to take a little quick break here at the end of the Hot Springs Health halftime show, and we'll be back for the third quarter.
When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
All right, and we're back here for Lady Bobcat basketball. And I did get a report on Cameron Farrell that she did end up getting sick this morning in the hotel as the Lady Cats came over on the buses went yesterday just because of the weather and things. And so Cameron is feeling under the weather at the hotel, so not expected to have missed her, and so again kind of a blow to the Lady Cats. But they start off with a turnover here, so Lady Wranglers turn it over. JC Owsley with it, she'll get it to Dazzlin Hunt. Now JC Owsley with the ball back up at the top of the key, gonna set up the offense over to JC Bassey. JC Bassey looking for someone to get open for her. Ruth Ann Johnson with it back to Owsley. Owsley going to drive to the right, takes it all the way to the rim. Shot is up, no good.
Boy, that was almost a great play by Owsley. You know, she just missed, just hit the bottom of the rim on that
right,
one.
And Bowers is just going to pull it from the 3. Shot is up and is no good. Good, tough rebound there by Sadner. It looks like they're going to call a jump ball there.
Yeah, a little held ball there. I thought we were going to have some helicopter action down there. She was spinning around like crazy.
Yeah.
And the Pinedale Wranglers are going to get the ball. 7:14 to go, third period, 35-4.
Should be, yeah, I was going to say it should be Lady Cats because I thought Wranglers got it at the beginning of the
Yeah, you were right, and I was wrong. So.
Well, they looked like they thought the same thing. So Dazzlin Hunt now with the ball. JC Owsley will pass it to the high post. Ruth Ann Johnson wide open, not expecting to be so open. Ina King with a great offensive board, and man, off the back of the board. And looks like Sandner gets a rebound again. We're going to get another jump ball there. She's been working on those rebounds, and now Wranglers will get the ball.
Well, you know, those are 2 really good plays because the Cats are showing some aggression, and they say, you know, this is going to be our basketball, so give it to me.
That's right, not just giving up on it. And then left wide open, Tori Anderson. Shot is up, no good. JC Bassey gets it. She's going to get it to Dazzlin Hunt. And now Dazzlin Hunt up to JC Owsley. Wide open, shot is up and too hard off the glass, gets her own rebound. Another shot up and no good. Halen Sadner is going to get the rebound again, and then just Ruth Ann Johnson almost gets it, and then left wide open is Kennard as she just kind of ran down assuming they had the ball, and so she was left open, kind of cherry picking there, gets her 2 points. And now JC Owsley with it, and looks like the pressure is going to continue coming from the Lady Wranglers as Bauer steals it, and she's going to go up for another bucket. 19 points for her in the game.
Well, 5 more points, and we'll go to the running clock.
Yeah, and Kennard drives it up. JC Owsley's going to turn the ball over, pass it up to Bauer. Bauer goes up, and shot is good again. So JC Owsley definitely feeling a little frustrated, maybe showing a little bit of her, youth in that, just you got to stick with it, pass the ball around. Good move there by Ruth Ann Johnson.
No, they're going to call a foul on the floor. Boy, Thermop can't buy a good break here, you know. You get a great play in a basket, and then they wipe it off saying the foul happened before the shot.
And then they're going to call it on the floor, so no bucket, no free throw. So Cadence Bowman checks in for JC Owsley. Ina King with the ball. She'll pass it around, get it into Ruth Ann. Ina King going to drive baseline. She pulls up, jump shot. Oh, shot is up, no good. Looks like, but she'll have an opportunity to go to the line.
Yeah, she'll have 2 shots here as the foul goes up. It's the second team foul against Pinedale so far in this second half.
Yeah, and that Halen Sandner, she picks up her second foul, back-to-back fouls there. Ina King's first free throw is up and no good off the front of the rim. 5:39 left here in the third quarter, 41-4. Lady Cats trailing the Lady Wranglers.
See, the Cats have only made 1 free throw, haven't they?
Yeah, they sure have. Second one is up and no good as well. So, yeah, 1 of 7 from the free throw line. Bowers will get the ball. She's going to pass it up to Halen. Halen gets rewarded as she's been working so hard on the boards there. Bowers rewards her with an easy layup there. So, like you said, once we hit that 40-point mark, it will be a running clock, 43-4. Ruth Ann Johnson going to drive in, 15-foot jump shot up off the rim, no good, and rebound there by Manny Majanovic. And again, a pass up ahead from Anderson and is knocked out of bounds by Ruth Ann Johnson. So Lady Wranglers will take the ball out under their own hoop. 5:10 left here in the third quarter. And Kennard will have it. She's going to lose that ball. Dazzlin Hunt's going to get the steal there. She's going to pass it up to J.C. Bassey. J.C. Bassey tries to step through, shoots it into the hands of Bowers. Bowers gets a block. She passes it up ahead. Pass it back out to Bowers. Bowers thinks about driving baseline. Looks like Ruth Ann Johnson's going to get a foul called on her. That'll be her third.
Yeah, I tried to bump her out of bounds that time, and the official was right there and called the foul. Only the first foul on the Lady Cats here in the second half.
Right, and that'll be the third foul on Ruth Ann Johnson. J.C. Bassey and Cadence Bowman will come out. Austin Slagle, Maggie Landon, and Hannah Hill all check in for Lady Cats. Ball will be taken out under their own hoop for the Lady Wranglers. Maggie Landon putting on some tough defense. Good there by Hannah Hill. Almost got a steal. Bowers gets the ball. Good, knocked away by Ina King. Gets it into the arms of Maggie Landon, and she'll hand off to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt's going to bring the ball up, pass it up to Austin Slagle. Austin looks to kick it out, and Kennard gets her hands on it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Cats ball underneath their own hoop.
Boy, that was another situation where I thought we were going to have an easy shot, and it just didn't happen.
No. Good ball movement by Dazzlin to push the ball up ahead. Just pass it into Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon almost falling out of bounds, but able to save it there. Passes the ball. Dazzlin Hunt drives baseline. Good up, and oh man, no good again. Just struggling to get the ball through the hoop. Bowers now with the ball for the Lady Wranglers. She'll pass it up ahead. Bella Heath has it. She'll get it back into Bowers' hands as well. Back up to Bella Heath. Maggie Landon knocks the ball away. They're both going to chase after the ball. Oh, they are going to call over and back. Pretty sure that was tipped away by the Bobcats, but we'll take that. That's
well, you know, at this point in the game, you need any kind of break
right.
you can get, and there was one right there. Yeah.
J.C. Owsley checks back in for the Lady Cats. And, so Dazzlin Hunt looks to pass the ball in as Erica Wilson puts her leg out. It gets hit, and then Dazzlin Hunt catches it. And Lady Wranglers were really excited. They just grabbed the ball and decided to go, but had to wait for the ref to hand them the ball.
Yep.
Erica Wilson will get it on the corner here. She'll pass it over to Sarah Kennard. Kennard to Bowers. Bowers looks to pass it back over to Wilson. And Kennard has it. She'll cross-court pass it to Bowers. Bowers, again, looking for a spot in that zone from the Lady Cats. Bowers gets it again. She's going to shoot the three. The three is up and is good. And so with that, we will officially be into running clock as the score is 46-4. 3:38 left here in the third quarter. Just a tough game for the Lady Cats here. J.C. Owsley will take a step in, hits off the back of the rim, almost drops it in, and then Hannah Hill.
Well, they're going to call a foul on Pinedale on
foul there on Erica Wilson. So she'll pick up the foul. That'll be her first, the team's third.
And the official gives the signal for the running clock.
That's right. Dazzlin Hunt now gets it to Austin Slagle. Shot is up, and again, just a point-blank shot at the block, up and no good. Lady Cats will keep possession. Running clock with 3 minutes left here, 46-4. Lady Cats trailing Lady Wranglers. Hannah Hill will get it as Austin Slagle passes it in. Dazzlin Hunt gonna drive in. Shot goes up No good. A good rebound by Austin Slagle. Maggie Landon will step back, shoot the three, and she'll knock it down. So good shot there by Maggie Landon. Get Lady Cats on the board in the third quarter here. So 7 points for the Lady Cats. Kennard's going to pull up from the three at the top of the key. Shot is up, no good. Maggie Landon's going to get the rebound. She's going to drive up sideline. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds there by Wilson, and then Lady Cats will keep the ball.
You know, it's amazing. The Pinedale Lady Wranglers are finally substituting off the bench right now, but they're playing like they're trailing in the game.
Right.
They haven't given up any momentum at all.
No, and I think, you know, you want to see that as a coach too, because it is tournament basketball, and you want to see, you know, them play tough all the way through. So Dazzlin Hunt now will knock down a three. So a little bit of scoring here for the Lady Cats to get them into double digits. 46-10 now. 1:55 left here. And for anybody that doesn't know, once it starts running clock, it continues that way, even if it dips under the 40-point mark. Ball goes over to Rogers. Rogers is going to dribble in to the elbow. They're going to pass the ball around. They're moving the ball faster than I can talk, I can tell you that. And Rogers gets a shot up and no good. JC Owsley gets a great pass up ahead to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt, shot is up and is good.
Well, the Lady Cats are getting the roll now.
That's right.
A little bit late in the game, but
right.
And we have a timeout by the Powell Lady Wranglers. 46-12. Minute 21 to go. We'll be back in Mountain View right after this.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
All right, and we're back here for Lady Bobcat basketball 101.7. After the timeout, Pinedale Lady Wranglers will get it. Ball rolling around. Gets it into Anderson's hands. Anderson will drive. She'll pass out. Good defense there by Dazzlin Hunt. Again, the Lady Cats still showing some drive here and hustle, playing really hard. So good to see that, kind of what we're talking about. Really only trailing this quarter 11-8, so exactly what we kind of talked about. Tries to hand off from Austin Slagle to Dazzlin Hunt. Does get stolen away. Rogers will have the ball here as they pass it over Mandy Majanovic, and Rogers is going to take another three from the top of the key. Shot is up and good. So Gabby Rogers knocks down a three for Lady Wranglers. 49-12 now. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Owsley will pass it into Slagle. Slagle hand it off. Maggie Landon ends up with it. Three is up, no good. Hannah Hill gets a rebound. She'll pass it into JC Owsley. Shot is up, no good. Austin Slagle with the offensive board, and Austin Slagle will get the putback. So again, 14-11 quarter here, 14-10 quarter.
Yeah, that was perseverance by the Lady Cats too. They just wouldn't give up. Now they've got a turnover on the other end.
5 seconds left. Dazzlin Hunt gonna need to. She's gonna pass, throw it, hook it up from the beyond, and still plenty of. Oh, they're gonna let the clock keep running, and the ref agrees that was a good call by the clock operator. So zeros here on the clock at the end of the third quarter. 49-14. We're gonna take a quick break at the end of the quarter here, and we'll be right back.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Coming back to you.
All right, and we're back here for Lady Bobcat basketball to wrap up the fourth quarter for the Lady Bobcats. Excuse me. Bobcats trailing 49-14. It will be a running clock in this game as they did dip over the 40-point deficit at one point in this game. But, we talked about little mini victories in this, Ernie, and, Lady Cats came out and played tough in that third quarter, and they were outscored, but only 14-10, and so it was a good quarter for them to see some scoring come up for them as well.
And that'll give them a little bit of confidence, too.
Right, absolutely. And it's good to see them not just to give up on the play either. Maggie Landon with the ball here, gets it into J.C. Owsley. J.C. Owsley going to dribble it around the top of the key. Charlie Slagle with it. She's going to shoot from the three. Shot is up, no good. Ruth Ann Johnson with the rebound, pass out to J.C. Owsley. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Lady Wranglers, passing up to Bowers. So Bowers back in the game. Shot is going to go up and no good. J.C. Owsley going to get the foul. Looks like that'll be on the shot.
Yeah, there'll be two shots here coming up.
And it looks like Bowers will go to the line. She has 24 points in the game, so she's going to add to that.
Scorekeeper stopped the clock there for a second, but the official came over and said, no, it's a running clock. Go ahead. Only turn it off on the timeouts.
Right.
Free throw was good, the first one.
Right, second one is up, no good, but Bowers able to get her own rebound. She's going to drive it in, gets a block by Ruth Ann Johnson.
Oh.
Rebound in there by Alexis White, and as she goes up for the rebound, Ruth Ann Johnson's going to foul her as well, so she's going to pick up her fourth foul.
I think that hurt.
I think that one did too. That one
slapped right on the face.
Yeah, that one didn't look very comfy. So that'll be each team just with 3 team fouls. Alexis White will get on the board there, making the first of the free throws. Cadence Bowman and Dazzlin Hunt check back in for J.C. Owsley and Maggie Landon. And I would actually say J.C. Owsley looking like she's not feeling the best either today. Shot is up and good for Tori Anderson. Or I'm sorry, for Alexis White. So 2 of 2 for her from the free throw line.
Well, this is kind of the cold season, We've had that horrible cold snap now for a couple of months.
Yes, we have.
And people are getting the sniffles and the colds.
Yeah, agreed. Ruth Ann Johnson with the opportunity. She gets a shot up. No good, but she'll get her own rebound. She'll pass it out. J.C. Bassey now with it. Cadence Bowman with a long 3. Shot is up and good by Cadence Bowman. So she's knocked down a 3 now for the Lady Cats.
Well, the Cats starting to find the range now,
right.
And that's good. That's what we talked about at halftime.
Right, Rogers feeling it as well. She'll shoot the up and no good. Bowers will get the rebound.
Oh.
Shot is up and good by Bowers. Good move by her as well. 54-17, 5.5 running clock. J.C. Bassey will shoot. Shot is up, no good. Bowers is going to get the rebound. Ruth Ann Johnson is going to pick up her 5th foul.
No, that was a frustration foul right there. She didn't have to reach in, and she did, and picked the foul, and she's going to foul out of the game now.
Right.
Nice hand here from the Thermopolis faithful, who are traveled all the way here to Mountain View, and she's getting congratulations or good luck from her teammates.
Right. It looks like
I don't think congratulations was not the right word that time. No,
but good hustle and good play.
Yeah.
And Coach V is going to take a quick timeout here. So we're going to stay right here too. Just a quick 30-second timeout. 5:02 left here in the fourth quarter. 54-17, 37-point lead here for the Lady Wranglers. And
well, as you said, Kevin, at halftime, you need to try to come out and win the third quarter, and they almost did that. They were only 4 points short of tying up the Lady Wranglers in that third period of play.
Right.
And that gives you hope. The team did not give up. They continued to play.
Right, and that's got to be something that Coach Villa can build on too. And in this quarter, it's Lady Wranglers are up 5-3. Have been kind of surprised that some of the starters have continued to stay in for the Lady Wranglers, to get some maybe bench play, but kind of intermingling bench play along with some of the starters. Still there by Dazzlin Hunt from the Lady Wranglers is he's going to drive up, pass it, or she's going to drive up, pass it over to J.C. Bassey. Charlie Slagle with a good aggressive move there, and Cadence Bowman feeling it. She shoots it up. Shot is up. No good. Good rebound by J.C. Bassey. Pass it out to Cadence Bowman. Wide open. Charlie Slagle gets a paw out and knocks it down. Cadence Bowman with the three again. Shot is up. No good. J.C. Bassey going to get another offensive rebound. Shot is up. No good. Gets her own rebound again. And Austin Slagle, now with the ball is going to, after all those hustle plays by the Lady Cats, and it just kind of got knocked away, and as she was bobbling, it was walking and got a travel called on Austin. So
yeah, but that's still good. They're still playing very hard.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now Lady Wranglers will have it here against the 2-3 zone of the Lady Cats. 4:06 left in the fourth quarter. Shot is up by Erica Wilson, is no good. And as the ladies hustle after the ball, it'll go out of bounds off the Lady Wranglers. Lady Cats will get it, and freshman Millie Johnson's going to get a check into the ball game for the first time.
Yeah, there she goes. Under 4 minutes now in the game.
And she's going to come in for senior J.C. Bassey, who really did play hard in this game for the Lady Cats.
And some substitutions coming in now for Pinedale. As you mentioned, some of their starters are starting to come out now, one at a time.
Right.
Give the Pinedale fans a little chance to acknowledge them.
Almost a carry there by Dazzlin Hunt. Still gets taken by Rogers. She's going to go up. Dazzlin Hunt goes up for the block, and she's going to get a foul called on her. That's going to be her fourth foul. So Rogers is going to have an opportunity to go to the free throw line.
Well, we're here in Mountain View in the nice dome. They have a very nice little dome here.
Yeah, it's really neat. For
it
those
reminds me of one of the swimming pools in Thermopolis.
I was just going to say, for those of you in Thermop that have been to the TP pool, it has a very, very nostalgic feel to that as well. It's the first time I've been in this gym, and it's a pretty neat looking.
And it's about the same size as the TP pool too, right, so it's not huge here.
No, Gabby Rogers makes the first, misses the second. 2:45. Millie Johnson comes down with the rebound. She'll get it passed over. She was open underneath the hoop. Millie Johnson's going to get a pass from Dazzlin Hunt. It goes through her hands.
Yeah, this is the smallest gym in Class 3A.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't hold a whole lot of people, but it's really a fun atmosphere here.
It is.
And the dome focuses all that noise right back out onto the floor.
Yeah, it's a neat feel to it. I like it a lot. The wooden roof and rafters. It's really neat. So Lady Wranglers passing the ball around here. They're going to get another shot up from Erica Wilson. Goes off the back of the rim. Good rebound by Austin Slagle. She's going to get the ball up to Dazzlin Hunt. 2 minutes left here in the game. 55-17. Lady Wranglers over the Bobcats. And Dazzlin Hunt passes it into Austin Slagle. Gets knocked away by Rogers, but Slagle doing a good job of going after the ball, and she'll get pushed from behind.
Yeah, she'll go to the free throw line now for free throws. That is only the fifth, or is it the fourth foul? Fourth foul against Pinedale here in the final quarter.
Oh, it looks like they're going to call it on the ground, I guess. And so Charlie's going to get a pass from Dazzlin Hunt, get her own rebound, and then just kind of tries to huck it up there to give herself a chance, and she's going to go to the free throw line. It looked like she gets fouled by Alexis White, her second, and the team's fifth. So Charlie Slagle getting some good minutes here, and she's doing some good things as well. She's gone 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Another one of the freshmen for the Lady Cats. First one is up and good, so 2 of 3 from the free throw line for Charlie.
Well, that's what you need with your younger players.
Yeah, and this experience, again, like you said, not a great game for them to look at scoreboard-wise, but learning experience for them can be good. Austin Slagle gets her sister's miss and put back, so 2 points for Austin Slagle. So 55-20, Lady Cats trailing the Lady Wranglers. So a lot better half here for the Lady Cats. Shot is up and no good for Alexis White, and rebound by Austin Slagle. Dazzlin going to push the tempo still here, under a minute left. Cadence Bowman will step back for a 3. Shot is up, no good. Millie Johnson tries to get in for the rebound, unable to get it. Going to pass it up to Wilson. And
half
now
a
Rogers
minute left.
Brings it up, and looks like they're going to hang on to it and just let time run out, maybe.
Well, that would be the sportsmanship thing to do. Yeah, they're not going to go to the basket here unless someone has a thought of their own.
Right.
And that happens.
It happens. And they're just going to play catch with it here. 5 seconds left now. Looks like the score is going to end with Lady Cats 20, Lady Wranglers 55. We're going to take a quick break from our sponsors, and we'll be back for the Click It or Ticket postgame show right after this.
Hey there, how's your day going? going.
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on, and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses, and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis.
All right, welcome back to 101.7 KDNO. Here with Kevin Gerber and Ernie Over. Again, Ernie, just want to thank you again for spending the afternoon with me and calling a game. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed getting to do this. You were kind of the one that broke me in a little bit a few months ago, letting me join you there at that PAL tournament and kind of doing a half, I think we did together, and so it was really fun. So good to be back, and I appreciate you spending some time with me, Ernie.
Well, it's great to have you on the team, too. We had unfortunate occurrence when we lost our Thermopolis broadcasters. It's nice to see you step up to the plate. Of course, former basketball coach, the plays.
Yeah.
So it's really easy for you to call some of these things, and now we all have to get over that darn cotton-picking sore throat.
I know. I hear you. So hopefully that'll be the case tomorrow. After a good night's rest, we'll have some games. So Lady Cats will play tomorrow, I believe, at 9:30, and then right after that game, the Bobcat boys will play in the game right after that one as well. So Lady Cats will play right now. Lovell Bulldogs will be playing. Let me think. Who are they going to be playing?
The lady. Well, Lander plays Lovell.
So it'll be Mountain
boys.
View, I think, right?
Yeah.
So the Lovell Lady Bulldogs will be playing the Mountain View Lady Buffs. So they're gonna. Lady Cats will end up playing whoever loses this game this evening, and then the Bobcat basketball team will be paired up against the Pinedale Wranglers, where they played them earlier in the year at that Rollins tournament and did lose to them by 17 or 20, something like that. So they're going to have an opportunity to redeem themselves against the
and Pinedale had a tough game with Powell this afternoon.
Oh, man, they sure did. It came down to the wire, came down to some free throws, single-digit loss for the Pinedale Wranglers to the Powell Panthers. So good game for them. As we look at the game the Lady Wranglers the Lady Bobcats just played, fell to the Wranglers 55-20, but really they did have a much better second half, and the Lady Wranglers scoring 20 in the second half, the Lady Bobcats scoring 16. So really a mini victory kind of for Lady Cats, as they didn't just give up on the game and came back and played much harder, and looked like they did some good things as well, Ernie, going into that second half.
Yeah, they sure did. And, the team, you could tell the difference in the team. Whatever Coach Villa told them at halftime, probably followed your advice. Let's start at 0-0. Let's see if we can win the third quarter. They almost did, and they hung in there. You don't want to lose, by 35 points.
Right.
You never want to do that. But it's also a learning experience. And you had the freshmen come up and play well here, especially in that second half.
Yeah, they really did. And unfortunately for the Lady Cats, not to be able to be at full power, losing Cameron Farrell just overnight to, it sounds like maybe some illness, and not able to come and play at their full strength, kind of can take the wind out of you too. And maybe we saw that early in the game of not really knowing, because she does do a great job of running the offense for the Lady Cats, and so maybe just trying to find their way in there. But excuse me.
Well, the good news is, Kevin, the Lady Cats now know the floor here.
Right.
They've played here. They know what it's like. The interesting thing, and I've had several ball players tell me this here today, that the center of the floor here is really well lit.
Oh.
But as you go toward the ends, it's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
And that kind of throws off your perception a little bit. And so now they've had a chance to experience this dome, and I think they'll come out and play a lot better tomorrow.
No, I agree. And it's never over. Like you said, all you have to do is, the goal now should be, hey, we want to play on Saturday. So that means we have to win on Friday. And that's got to be both the boys and girls team as they come out, get ready to play a game and try to make it to the Saturday game. So look forward to that.
Yeah, not only the Saturday game, but state.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so as we look at the One at Buffalo stats of the game as well, real quick for the Lady Cats, there were 6 Lady Cats that did get on the scoreboard. Dazzlin Hunt ended up with 5. Maggie Landon knocked down a 3, and so she had 3 points. JC Owsley got the Lady Cats on the scoreboard, ended up with 3 points as well. Charlie Slagle went 2 of 4 from the free throw line for her 2 points. Ruth Ann Johnson, unfortunately, not able to get on the scoreboard. Cadence Bowman knocks down a 3 for her 3 points, and Austin Slagle scoring a couple buckets in the second half as well for 4 points. So good scoring as far as spread out. Not enough of it, unfortunately. But
now, Kevin, you're going to have to go back to the hotel and get some hot tea and honey. Eat a little bit of lemon in there too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gargle with that stuff.
Yeah, or my mom would be telling me right now to get some salt water and be gargling with that as well.
That's right. Yeah.
For the Lady Wranglers, again, they had 7 in the scorebook. 2 points for Mandy Majanovic. She went 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 2 for 2 from the free throw line was Alexis White for her 2 points. Halen Sadner, she got 4 points, and she made a couple buckets in the second and third quarter. And then also Gabby Rogers knocked down a 3 and went 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 4 points. Tori Anderson knocked down the 2 threes at the beginning of the game, so she scored 6 points. And then leading the way for the Lady Wranglers, Sarah Kennard ended up with 10 points. And then leading all scores in the game was Ellen Bowers, and she really just kind of took it to us. She ended up scoring 27 points in the game, had a great game, scored a lot. She did stay in the game for a lot of it, and she did great. And, Lady Cats don't need to hang their head. They just need to have a short memory and come back tomorrow and be ready to play whichever team it'll be, whether it's the Mountain View or whether it's Lovell.
Yeah, that's right. And I was just going to say, we just had 20 cheerleaders race onto the floor for the Mountain View Lady Buffs, and the Lady Buffs are taking the floor now against the Lovell Bulldogs.
That's right. So, all right. Well, Ernie, sure appreciate you. And we are going to call it quits for this evening for Lady Cats basketball. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. And Bobcats will be right after that game at noon. Appreciate you, and have a great evening.
Thanks, Kevin. Enjoyed doing the game with you.
Thank you, Ernie.
Final score at 55-20. He goes, we all thought it'd be about 70-20, so it's better there. Like, it's because of the running clock, I think.
Okay, we're off.
Oh, be careful.